Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, and welcome to today's rank up abilities and gameplay video for Mephisto. I've watched quite a few videos of this dude over the weekend. We had one sent in by Graphic Sync, a couple more appeared on Reddit, and I've seen a couple on YouTube as well. So I've seen various different ways of playing this character, and he seems pretty interesting. I think Mephisto has insane potential for Alliance War defense, and also is going to be one of those champions that you want to have in your roster for the utility that he possesses. But yeah, overall, you know, I'm not entirely sure where this champion fits yet in terms of kind of my tier list and rankings, but hey, hopefully we're going to find out today. Okay, I've hit the claim button twice. Does it actually claim the character, or... Yeah, I think there was just some sort of visual bug there. It's just refreshing. So let's go ahead, filter by free start and also the Mystic class. Then we can see Mephisto there with his little soul charges in the bottom, and hopefully this should be a fairly quick and speedy rank up today. So let's get him up to rank 2. And yeah, we have quite a few Mystic resources. I believe we have enough Mystic to take him all the way up to 440, but if not, we have some resources from, what is it, the Science class if needed. Right, we'll chuck a 325. That's maybe a little bit overkill there, but hey, it doesn't matter too much. Right, let's rank him up again. Let's get him up to rank 3, and are we going to have enough to take him all the way up to 330 here? I believe so, yeah. We've got a lot of these 825 Mystic ones. Then we're going to have to go back into the stash, dive back into that to claim some of the final upgrade resources. Damn, that's so annoying. We're just 3 ISO short. Right, we'll chuck a 125 in there. Man, feels bad. Feels bad. Okay, let's rank this boy up one more time. Get him up to rank 4 and chuck all of them at... Well, we actually don't really have that much Mystic stuff, so let's go to our... stash now. We're going to filter by Mystic. Do we have much 5k stuff? Let's filter. We have a little bit of 5k. I'm not too sure if we're going to have enough to take him all the way up with just Mystic stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Yep, we might just about get there. Oh, I'm not too sure actually. Thinking about it, I think we're going to be a little bit short. I think we might have to use a couple of science ones for the 5k, because there aren't really any science characters that I want to upgrade at the moment. So I'm going to take Spider-Gwen up to 550 just purely for the shits and giggles. That is, and plus we should have a 4-star crystal opening coming on the channel today, a quadruple one, so I assume we're going to get some more upgrade resources there. But I needed to claim like the 200 shards from this one, 200 4-star shards to get us to 8k. Right, we're pretty much there, just a little bit more, and one more of these. Okay, so that puts Mephisto at rank 4, level 40. We're going to go ahead now and awaken this champion with a 3-star Mystic Awakening Gem. Got so many of those Awakening Gems on this account. Honestly, I wish I had a little bit more of those on Whale Milker. Right, so the signature ability is Burning Aura. So base, it's a 5.4% chance to activate. Let's see how many signature stones we have. We have quite a lot of Mystic signature stones. I want to save a few for Morningstar. So we're going to go ahead and pile, I think we'll pile 19 levels into Mephisto and kind of see where that brings the Burning Aura to. And then maybe a few more. So that brings it up to an 8.14% chance. And then, you know, makes it, I think, about 20% on parries. Let's get him up to dupe level 29. Get him up a little bit more, around 10%, I believe. Yeah, so that makes it almost 10%. So yeah, our signature ability is Burning Aura. This is one of the things that I am not a huge fan of on Mephisto. I think it's a little bit too aggressive. So Mephisto burns of anger, having a 9.22% chance to activate his Aura of Incineration for 4 seconds. And I think on the 3 and 4-star, this goes up to a maximum of 15%. So yeah, that's when he's hit, and this includes blocked hits as well. So if you block something like War Machine's Special 1 or Winter Soldier's Special 2, you can get quite a few stacks of this if you're lucky. And then also on a parry, it has 120% chance of that. So that would be around like 20 and a bit percent, I believe, to activate on a well-timed block, aka a parry, and he's immune to passive ability accuracy modifications. So, you know, if you use an Archangel against Mephisto, it's not going to lower the chance of this aura activating. And this aura is proximity-based, so it's only stuff around him. So you can avoid it by dashing back and kind of chilling for 4 seconds. But, you know, because he's doing it so aggressively, I think in Alliance War, with the combination of a very aggressive AI and Mystic Dispersion, it's going to be a huge pain in the ass, but luckily Iceman doesn't take any damage from this aura, so that's a way around him. So Mephisto starts a quest with 3 persistent soul charges, gaining an additional charge each time he knocks out an opponent, up to a maximum of 6 soul charges. Persistent soul charges travel with him from fight to fight. So, when below 30% health, each persistent soul charge is consumed, regenerating 10% of max health per charge, and Mephisto does not take damage while consuming his soul charges through this ability. So that's a bit of an interesting one. Very powerful arc overload type mechanic there. But the interesting thing is this is always percentage based, even in Alliance War defense. It doesn't scale off like flat values like Iron Man and all those characters do now. So if he's an Alliance War boss, you get him down to 30% and he's killed 3 people already. That's going to take him back up to, well, if somebody's got the recovery mastery, 100%. So yeah, if you're fighting this guy in Alliance War, you need to bring a really decked out Iceman and not die, or have a champion that can heal block while he's going through this 30% phase. But yeah, interested to see, you know, if it's possible to kill him as an Alliance War boss in a single try in the hands of a really good player with a 550 Iceman. So a bit of an interesting one there. And then we also have Mephisto imprisons the opponent's soul at the start of the fight, reducing their chance to activate buffs by 100% for 15 seconds. So this is an interesting one for Hyperion, potentially, because it prevents him from getting his power right at the start. Still think champions like Magic and Hood are maybe a little bit of a better counter to Hyperion, but hey, you know, that's something interesting to bear in mind about Mephisto, is you get a 15-second buff block at the start. But maybe it could be argued in some matches that this is actually a detriment to the character if you have Mystic Dispersion, because a lot of buffs on the opponent, you know, if you get like a Fury buff or a Crit buff or an Armor buff, it isn't really that much, and you can convert that into a lot of power. So yeah, if you're missing out on those buffs, you're missing out on power. So I don't know, there's maybe an argument to be made there. And then generates 12% of power bar per second instead of taking Incinerate and energy damage. And he is immune to Frostbite and Cold Snap, and I think that is the big one there, that he is the fact that he's immune to Frostbite and Cold Snap makes him a fantastic counter for dealing with really stacked Icemen. Like even the 3-star version, you know, if you're playing very well, you could take out some Icemen in Act 5 and not have to worry about the absurd amount of damage from, what is it? Is it Cold Snap at the start? Yeah, it's Cold Snap at the start of the fight. And he's also immune to Poison. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of utility going on with this character. He's got quite a few interesting things he can do. So when Aura of Incineration is active, and he gains that via his passive ability, being hit, parries, and also the special 2 attack, he gains a little bit of power for each stack, and also nearby opponents take Incinerate damage, which I believe is equivalent to, I think it's about 8% of his base attack. I'm not entirely sure on that number, I need to do the math, but I assume as you know, get a more powerful Mephisto, that increases, but I'm just looking at the base attack of 405 there, so it kind of looks to be along that line of roughly about 8%. Special attack 1, he consumes a persistent soul charge to imprison the opponent's soul, reducing their chance to activate buffs by 100%. So that is, if you want to use your persistent soul charge instead of getting the regen, if you want to prevent a buff, then yeah, you can do that. However, one of the things that I've seen from kill videos is that using the special attack 1 seems to be a bit more damage than repeatedly spamming the special attack 2. If you do a 5 combo special attack 1, that seems to be the best thing to do. But then again, if you go with that strategy, you are losing, your persistent soul charges and your safety buffer. So it's an interesting trade-off there if you want to sacrifice that buffer to get a little bit more damage and potentially, you know, preemptively nullify any opponent. Then we also have the Incineration on the special attack one, which will remove perfect block chance and reduce block proficiency. Special attack 2 activates an aura of Incineration that lasts for 8 seconds around Mephisto, so that's double the duration of the one where you get hit. And the special attack 3 is something that you want to use once when you're playing the character, if it's going to be a long fight. So once fight, Mephisto instantly drains up to 2 bars of power from the opponent. If the maximum amount is drained, Mephisto activates his aura of Incineration for the rest of the fight, and aura of Incineration does stack multiple times. So yeah, if you're going in on a long fight, you want to get your opponent to over 2 bars of power, and then pop this, and then you get an aura of Incineration, 1 stack of that guaranteed for the rest of the fight, as well as, you know, the power gain that comes with it. So it's very, very good to have. And then Mephisto, he's missing 1 synergy on the 3-star, but still has, even the 3-star gives Doctor Strange the increased healing. Yeah, what do we also have? So we have the one with Dormammu, the 80% energy resistance while taking damage over time. I don't really see many scenarios where this would be helpful. Energy resistance does, I think it only applies to, you know, if you had an Incinerate buff. So yeah, I can't really think of a huge, I'm not too sure if energy resistance is degeneration as well. So that might be an interesting one to test out with Dormammu. I think there are definitely a few questions there. Also with Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider, Mephisto gets additional Incinerate energy damage, and Doctor Strange heals for an additional 70%. This synergy, you know, I'm just going to say, tilts me because Doctor Strange should have that plus 70% lifesteal as a base. He definitely needs that. Just want to throw that out there. It's a little bit rubbish that they're putting out new characters instead of just buffing champions that need a buff. But hey, what does it matter? What does it matter? So we're going to jump into the expert proving grounds, and we're going to go for the middle path here with Mephisto. We're going to build a quick team synergy around him. Not too sure exactly who's going to be best, but we'll figure out. I kind of want to have Doctor Strange on the team, so let's chuck in Mephisto there. I think we'll keep the mutant and also put in. Doesn't really matter which one. Maybe we'll chuck in Doctor Strange there. Is he got anything with Ghost Rider? No, it's exactly the same. So yeah, we'll just go for Doctor Strange here. And yeah, let's get testing out Mephisto now, seeing how this character plays and handles. So we're gonna go for the middle path. We got some relatively big health pools here. Well, 12,000 isn't the hugest amount, if I'm honest, but it gives us a good idea to see how much we can open this champ up by. So we've got Falcon as the first matchup. Alright, let's get a 5 combo. And go again. We got an Aura of Incineration on the parry there. Fire off the special one. Guess I don't want to use too many special ones, just in case I do die. Got 1 stack of Aura Incineration from the proc there. On the 3-star, it's dealing 61 damage per second, so it's not really a huge amount, but the power gain is certainly very helpful. Pretty nice special too there in Assassin's range. Got quite a nice bonus from that mastery there. But yeah, he's a pretty I like his whip. His whip is very, very cool. Makes the character very fun and fluid to play. Well, I think in terms of visually, Mephisto, he's a pretty cool character and he feels quite nice to handle. Right, let's go for this matchup against Guillotine. I love. What is his whip animation on? I think it's on most of the light attacks, right? Oh, we got hit there. That's certainly not what we were aiming for. Right. Do we want to use the special? No, I guess we don't. We'll probably use a special free on the boss fight. I don't think it makes too much sense to be chucking special frees off just yet. Alright, we've got 2 stacks of Aura Incineration. That's pretty decent. Maybe this special 2 is going to finish her off. Ah, not quite. We didn't get very lucky with the crits there. Right, if we kill... did we consume... I don't think... If you kill your opponent with your special 1, I don't think it consumed a stack there. Interesting. I'm going to keep that in mind. Let's try and test that again, right? Because... Oh, actually it did consume a stack, because we're still on 3. Yeah, it was just at the end of the fight. Ah, damn. My little tactic to maybe squeeze a little bit more damage out of Mephisto just didn't work there. I want to keep at least, well, I think you want to keep at least one soul charge so that, you know, you get a little bit of regeneration and that immunity period if you are taken below. What percent is it? Yeah, 30%. Alright, let's fire off that special too. Is that going to be enough? Very close to being enough. But not quite. Yeah, this character, I don't know. I kind of like, you know, I'm a massive fan of the big damage characters, but I think Mephisto is definitely going to have a use, and you know, when he's added to like the 4-star crystals and the 5-star crystals, I think he's going to be a champion that a lot of people are very happy to pick up. Just trying to think in terms of my tier list where I'm going to rank him. I think he's somewhere between the amazing and demigod tier. I think with the amount of utility he has, because he has quite a lot that's very useful for different scenarios, and I think he's quite a good champion to bring questing. You're going to do something quite long like Act 5. So yeah, just having a little bit of a think about that. I find I'm not really spending too much time in proximity of the enemy with this Aura of Incineration. Maybe if I need to play a little bit more aggressively. I guess while getting my 5 combo, I'm in there, getting that damage from the Aura. But I can't help feel that, like, about 50% of every Aura seems a little bit wasted, man. A little bit wasted when you're playing this character. Right, we got Deadpool X-Force up next, so we need to be a little bit wary of his potential. Oh no, what I can do actually, thinking about this, we can counter Deadpool X-Force's power gain by ensuring that when we get there, the buff from the special one is active. So one more round of combo into that should seal it for the rest of the fight. Yeah, so he's not going to gain his power gain now. Ah, interesting stuff. No power gain for you, fam. He still gains the buff. Do we still gain the power when it expires? Oh man, I wasn't paying close enough attention there. Yeah, so it looks like it doesn't prevent the opponents from gaining the buffs themselves, but just the effect. So maybe it isn't a disadvantage to Mystic Dispersion, that one. Need to pay a little bit closer attention though. There's so much testing to be done with Mephisto. I also want to see if Mephisto works against Mephisto, because it's not really too clear how his Incinerate Absorb works. But we'll figure it out. We'll see if it's possible. Ah, I messed up a little bit there. Mistakes were made. Right, Aura of Incineration. Let's get it burning. Right, we're just going to use a special one. Finish this Rocket Raccoon off. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't count down the charges if you do it right at the end. You just maybe it neutralizes it if you if you kill it. You know, you use the special one, you kill the enemy at the same time. Maybe it just doesn't update. Something like that. Oh no, we're at 6 now. Yeah, so that did. We went from 5 to 6. So yeah, did that work? I don't know. We're gonna have to test it. Oh man. Yeah. Well, now I can't. Okay, we use multiple special ones here. I think that's maybe the strategy. Actually, very interestingly, is Mephisto going to be an awesome counter to Black Panther Civil War? Yeah, because he can't gain any friggin'. Oh man, I didn't even think about this. This is a great matchup, isn't it? We can keep spamming the special one. I forgot if they have their special 3 active. I really hope he doesn't. Oh crap, he does, doesn't he? Oh mate, no! No! It's like on the easy path, man. We're gonna get that regen. Oh son, we ain't taking any damage. Oh man, Mephisto's regen. MVP right there. Oh, damn. And now we have 1 soul charge for the next fight. So yeah, providing you can stay, you know, providing you can stay alive and you're not using your special one, you can always have that, at least that like 10% buffer and immune for a few seconds. If you think about it, it's kind of like Luke Cage's signature ability, right? But actually like quite useful because it can regen up to 60%. Get immunity and the regeneration there. Just shows how, oh crap. No, I'm so dead from that. I thought you were meant to absorb it. Oh yeah, we are absorbing incineration and turning it into power. Yes, Mephisto. Man, I'm loving this character's utility. He's definitely winning one over on me. But we didn't have the what is it? Enough power there. Actually, did we take we took some incinerate damage there, right? Or did I just take some block damage? Oh man, that was bad. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for that. Luckily I've got a big old stack of 20% revives, and I've got like, I think about 15 more in the expiry. So yeah, we're gonna heal up Mephisto for that. We don't have a regen buffer to fall back on. Mistakes were made. But hey, let's see if we can get this AV down. Is there anything about Mephisto that makes him a good counter to Agent Venom? I don't really think so. Right, have to play very much on the ball. Right, we got the Aura of Incineration there. Right, so we got him to a special 2. So now if we use a special 3, we're going to drain his power and also gain the Aura of Incineration on Mephisto. Hey, we got this permanently, boy. We laying in. It's actually a really nice damage increase for the rest of the fight. Not really enough though, but yeah, hey, I'll do. Oh, we can just spam special 1 as well now, because we don't have any soul charges anyway. Crazy power gain. Hey, not too bad. Right, some more of this. Actually, he is just shrugging off all of my incinerate stacks on him. Oh, no! No! Oh, so close there, ladies and gentlemen. Right, I don't want to use another revive on this. I want to save some for 5.3. Oh, man. Agent Venom. I think Agent Venom, out of all of the bosses that appear, he's one of the most annoying and tricky. I just didn't read that special 2 well enough. Because I thought I got the in on the first special 2, so I was like, I will go again. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the Mephisto initial kind of first look, rank up, and gameplay video. I think there's a lot of potential for this champion, and a lot of stuff to consider. I really like the idea of this champion against like Black Panther Civil War. I think that's a really potentially interesting matchup there. Actually, thinking about it in even more detail, you wouldn't be able to hold the buff nut because every time you get that 15-second nullify, it's at the cost of 1 soul charge. So maybe he isn't the best matchup on kind of those big beefy Black Panther Civil Wars, but if you face one in like Alliance Quest or Alliance War, maybe. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff to think about. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you found any cool tips for Mephisto, if you found any really good scenarios or matchups where this character really excels, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'm very interested to get a little bit more perspective on this. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.